Hello, friends, and welcome to Hallmark Never Stop Blowing Up. I am here with our Hallmark heroes. I'm Ryan LaPlante, your GM, DM, whatever you want to call it, and Never Stop Blowing Up. My pronouns are he, him. Let's go around and get everybody's names and pronouns.
I'm Josh Halbot. I'm he, him.
I'm Del Borovic. I'm she, any.
I'm Guy Bradford. I'm he, him.
Pam Sparrow. She, her. I forgot what her pronoun.
I think that's the second show you forgot your own pronouns on right at the beginning.
Crushing it.
But we are here for a Hallmark adventure using Dimension 20's Never Stop Blowing Up system. So things are going to get weird. But our story begins with our good friend, Holly Ringer. Holly, you are on a plane. You're sitting in your seat. You've got the window beside you. It's one of those movie planes where you don't have a person on the other side for some reason, even though there's just a seat there. Never happens in real life, but it happens in movies. And you are looking out, knowing that you are returning to Hallmark.
Yeah.
Your hometown, nestled in the family mountains. Mm-hmm. And you're on your way back, but not for the happiest of reasons. Sadly, your mom has passed away. And she's left you her bakery.
Right.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
'Cause you've been living in the big city for some time now. Mm-hmm. You've got a big city boyfriend.
Yep.
He's a celebrity.
I've made it in the big city.
Mm-hmm. But you're making your way back home to deal with this, just to sell this bakery that you're sure no one cares about and get your way back out of there. But what are you feeling as you sit here on this flight over the generic center of America?
It's like a tiny bit of tension that is pushed down because she's buoyed by all of the things she has in her life now. Feels like just going to go back home, take care of this, and then go back to her life, which is just so much bigger. So it's like a little bit of tension of things left unsaid with mom that never can be discussed now, and also just unsure of how everything will pan out. But then, I got this. It's going to be okay.
It's going to be okay. You've got that determination, and then you can just get back to your life. So the plane lands just outside of town. It's a little bit of a drive away because Hallmark's a special place, nestled amongst mountains in a valley. There are a lot of things there that are very picturesque, but they are not big city.
Not easy to get to.
You get your rental car, and you are making your way towards Hallmark from the airport. Everything goes pretty smoothly when your phone rings, and you see the name pop up. It's Johnny Evans, your boyfriend, calling you. Now, he's on the last day of his current big film.
Oh, yeah.
What is the name of the film you are currently working on, Josh?
It is called Forever in a Day 2.
This is Forever in a Day, and it's D2Y. But it's a big project. This might be his chance to blow up. Johnny, he's had some successes in the past, but not a huge action star. He lives in that kind of that Frank Grillo range of he's a supporting actor in big Hollywood movies, and he gets these cool movies to himself, but he's just looking for that breakthrough, and you've been helping him.
Yeah.
Because you came to town as a photographer, got a cool shoot with him, but now you're dating him, and it's kind of good.
Ooh,
You're also
great.
managing him. You got a little bit of help there going on. It's all good, but what could possibly be happening?
Hey, babe, how's it going? How's your day?
Oh, Johnny, the flight was great, and I landed. How's the shoot?
It's good. Things are
Yeah.
going great. It's fine. Everything's just like...
Did I told the PA to give them the special cheese you like? Did they do it? Did they figure that out?
Like, I know you got a lot on your plate right now, but no, the cheese... Anyway, look, I'm not calling about the cheese, but I appreciate you looking into it. I'm calling to see how you're doing, babe. I know this is a rough day for you. I just wanted to check in.
Oh, Johnny, that's so sweet.
What?
I know
What's
how
that?
hard you work.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, babe. Look, I can't talk for super long, but you're there? You made it?
I'm here. Thank you so much,
I love
Johnny.
that. I just love that. Okay, all right, yep. Okay, no, I gotta go, babe. I gotta be on set, babe.
You knock him dead.
Yeah, let me know how your thing is.
Yeah.
Okay. Click.
Oh, he loves me. That's great.
And you know that he loves you. And it is great, even in this strange time. And you make your way along this road through the American heartland, and you see all this until finally at the top of a hill, the mountains in the distance, you see the town that says Hallmark, the heart of America. And you roll over that hill and can see down into the valley where the town of Hallmark is centered. You are driving through chestnut tree fields, American chestnut tree fields, down a hill towards the town you can see in the distance. And this all stands out to you as such a beautiful place. The town of Hallmark is at the base of a valley, encircled by the family mountains. with their 4 peaks: Mama, Papa, Baby, and Dog.
Dog Mountain.
And you look across the town and you can see all of the things that stand out around. To the north, where you're coming down, as we said, there are the chestnut tree fields and the road in and out of town. That one big central 2-lane highway that you always see deep in America. To the east, nestled in the mountains, is the Fimbulwinter Ski Resort, the one that's the closest to town, bringing in tourists. To the west is Holiday Castle, from a local prince. He came to town and he just married. Just a small town girl, the kind of thing that people say happens in Hallmark more often than you would think statistically.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And he built a beautiful castle. To the south is Springwater Lake, just a massive, beautiful lake near town that's always a part of the holiday festivals. It's fun to swim in the summer and skate on in the winter. And in the center of this picturesque town is the town hall that you can see even from this distance, because it has a massive high tower that extends up and allows the mayor and the town council to look out over the beauty of the city.
Oh.
You see all of this as you drive down and are brought kind of through memory lane in a lot of ways.
Absolutely.
Remembering your time here in high school, elementary school, your life here with your mom. Mm-hmm. Can you share 3 memories that you have with your mom?
Oh, there's definitely was ice skating on the lake with Mom. Mm-hmm. And that is a good memory because she fell down a lot, but then afterwards they had hot cocoa. So it was a very good memory. And then she also remembered that there was a summer parade through the center of town that her mom made a float for the bakery, and she helped with that. And it was nice because she got to hand out cookies. They had like singly wrapped cookies that she ran from the float to the people on the side and back. And then she also remembered helping her mom pick chestnuts during around some of the festival time, picking chestnuts from the trees. And then Holly remembers, yes, all of my memories with my mom are doing things for the town and not really tiny interpersonal situations.
Mm-hmm. Your mom so focused on this town.
Yes.
Because she'd come from the big city and she told you 1,000 times. Mm-hmm. And it just wasn't the same there. You need a small town to be safe, to be happy, to be American.
Yeah.
So you drive through this town. You drive through the strange central block. There's always a main street in these towns that seems to be everywhere and nowhere. And no matter where you're coming from or going to in town, you're going down that main stretch at some point, and you find yourself driving past Mr. Brecken's secondhand store. Mm-hmm. And it's nice to know that the old man, who was old then, theoretically younger, but always seems about the same amount of old to you.
Yeah.
He gave you that first camera. He set you off on your photography journey that led you out of the city, which means some things never change.
It's a little bit surreal driving through this town and then seeing the storefronts and how everything is exactly the same. Seems
Correct.
a little smaller because she's a little taller, but otherwise it's the same.
And it's all dusted with snow, and it's all colonial and classic and comfortable. And you finally make your way into the suburb, driving to your mom's house.
Yeah,
Also your grandma's house.
that's true.
They both live together. And you arrive. It's a 2-story, kind of classic, traditionally laid out home, beautifully decorated. You make your way up. There are slightly too many Christmas decorations on this house.
Yeah.
When you look around, there's a lot of Christmas decorations on everything. They're not tasteless,
No.
but they're not classy either. You know, it's a production team really went to town on this town to make sure that it looked as Christmassy as possible.
Yeah, it's like you the moment you get into the house, you try to set your stuff down on something. Nope, there's Christmas decorations there. You try to use a rail, a banister. No, Christmas decorations are there. They're impeding.
You make your way up the steps onto the porch and you knock on the door, and the door opens. Holly, what does your grandmother see when she looks at you? What do you look like?
Holly is a tall, willowy lady. She's got strawberry blonde hair and feathered around her face. She's wearing like a camel-colored wool coat with like a sparkly sweater underneath. And then she has skinny jeans and pumps and a big bag. She kind of has a Deborah Ann Wool vibe.
Perfect. Your grandma opposite you is shorter. She's got a June Squibb vibe, if we were going to say an overall look, but her hair has been done up in curls. She's got Christmas earrings hanging with just 2 little gifts on chains and a big sweater. She's just a comfy kind of odd duck of a lady. She says, "Oh, you're here. Oh, Holly. And she hugs you and says, "Oh, I've missed you so much. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry."
Oh, Grandma, I'm so sorry too. I'm so sorry, Grandma.
Yeah, it's so nice to have you back, though. You're here for the festival and to take over the bakery.
Oh, I'm here for the festival weekend.
Yeah, that's right. It's going to be so nice to have you back, and then your room's still ready. Come on. And she ushers you up the stairs hurriedly, and it's like, "Look, we didn't change a thing," and opens the door to your childhood bedroom.
You didn't change anything at all. Wow.
What are we seeing as she opens the door to the room,
It
revealing your
is-
teenage bedroom unchanged?
There's a few posters of things that she likes, of like a wildlife photography on one wall, some animals, another one that's like downtown, like a New York skyscape. But then a lot of the stuff in the room is bakery vibes. Like the bedspread has gingerbread and baked goods all over it. And even the furniture, like all of the door pulls for the drawers look like they're made of candy, things like that, which is very her mom's vibe. So you can tell the disparate between things that were Holly's that she picked and the way that her mom decorated her room.
And you are back in this room again with your grandma putting around saying, "Well, put your bag down. Okay, so I know you're taking over the bakery." And I was thinking, all right, it's going to be a pretty big change, but like if you wanted to change the name, then maybe we could make people comfortable with that. If you wanted it to be just a different name, but I think you're going to have to talk about it. You're going to have to talk about it with Trish. Or would she call you Patty?
She'd probably call me Patty.
You're going to have to talk about it with Patty.
Oh, right. Because Patty's been helping run the bakery.
No. Patty took over the bakery. She's doing that full time now. She stepped back from doing her nursing to help your mom when she was having trouble, and then Patty's just doing that full time because she knows how important this bakery is to this town. I mean, if we were to lose this, I don't know. I don't know what anyone would do.
Oh, well, Patty is wonderful, and I know that she's helping out because she likes helping people and taking care of people. And
that's true. That's why you got to take care of people in Hallmark. That's what they always say. Without chestnut muffins every day, what would this town even be?
I do wonder those chestnut muffins. Well, I'll talk with Patty, Grandma. Don't worry.
That'll be good. Because I mean, the Chestnut Festival's happening. Somebody's going to be Chestnut Queen. Looks at you, gives you a wink.
Oh, right.
Somebody's got to be Chestnut King, but I'm more interested in the Queen this year. She gives you another wink.
Oh, Grandma, you're going to be a shoo-in for Queen of the Chestnuts.
Oh, that's so kind of you to say, but we all know that it's got to be some single young thing that everybody's hoping will be Queen. And I mean, I know. Do you know what? And don't you dare throw in the towel just because your friend Haley Barris, don't she could be Queen, but I think maybe it's your year. You're coming back to town to take care of everybody. It's going to be good. One thing Holly, is that Haley Barris is not your friend. Haley Barris and you did not get along at all because for some reason Haley took the fact that your name was Holly and similar enough very personally.
Yes.
Because everyone started calling her Berries because they didn't want to mix your names up. So you got to be Holly and she got to be Berries and she hated that. She's very successful, very capable, apparently still single and in the running for Chestnut Queen at this upcoming Chestnut Festival that is happening. The first day is today. You'd hoped you could get in and out under the distraction, but your grandma's a little bit caught up in this.
Oh, Grandma, you know that but Haley, she's I'm not here to step on anyone's toes, Grandma.
Well, and that's very nice of you, and it's good that you're nice because it's a real Hallmark value here in the heart of America. But the other thing we got to do for Americans is stick up for ourselves. And some people are born a queen. She gives you another wink.
Holly hugs her grandma. She's like, "Grandma, I love you so much. I'm glad that you haven't changed."
Oh, thank you. I'm still as young as I ever was. But it's probably time for you to get to that bakery before it closes. She looks at her watch and you realize it's 4.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you want me to bring you anything back?
Well, just some muffins?
Yeah, okay. Chestnut muffins for you, Grams.
Exactly. They make you just feel so good.
I'll see you in a little bit.
All righty. I love you.
Love you too.
I'm so glad you're back.
Yep, back for the weekend.
Yeah,
She's
back.
Walking out the door.
And you head out. The one thing you can't deny is chestnut muffins, specifically from your mom's bakery, are incredible.
Oh,
They've
yeah.
always been incredible. You are the rare person who can get them shipped to you outside of town. So you have still been able to enjoy those over all the years that you've been away. You've even occasionally shared them with Johnny, who is tremendously picky about what he eats.
Absolutely.
These are pure carbs. There's no value in these. But even Johnny, when those muffins come in, will eat his share of those muffins because they do just make you feel better.
Yeah, it's a special treat.
So you climb back into your rental car and you make your way back to the center of town to get to that very important bakery that is somehow on this main street that seems to go forever and have every kind of business, all of them decorated for Christmas. But along the way, as you are driving, you see something that stands out to you as a little bit different in Hallmark. You're seeing a couple of drones.
Oh.
Just drones flying over some of the buildings. It's not necessarily malicious or strange. It's just Hallmark kind of has a vibe.
Yeah.
And the vibe does not suggest there are drones. That's new.
Yeah. And so Holly's trying to think if there's the festival and all that stuff going on, is there some kind of social media presence or there's some kind of reporting going on for the festival? That's like all she can think.
You know, a lot of tourists come through and you know that there are media events and there are other things. The small town paper, you know, the Chestnut Press is always coming around and seeing what's going on. And people have their Facebook groups and other things, though. It's strange that people just seem to get involved around the time of the festival outside of town that head out. But at the same time, it means things can be nice and normal and the same, which wasn't what you wanted as a teenager.
Not at all.
But you continue making your way to the bakery. And we will cut to the bakery itself. What is the bakery's name, Pam?
Ringer's Sweets and Treats.
All right.
Sweets and
It's
treats.
Sweets and treats.
Sweets. Treat. Different for the whole table immediately.
Absolutely.
Get your eraser out, guy.
It's a different vibe.
Yeah.
So the camera lifts up and away from the rental vehicle and pans across town and comes down on Ringer's Sweets and Treats, where we hear the sound of muffins baking in the oven. And we pan over to the counter. Inside, Ringer's Sweets and Treats has a combo feel of a cafe and a bakery. There is clearly a kitchen that is hidden away, but there's a doorway in and out of it. There's a front counter covered with baked items and other goods for the day. And there is a fair amount of cafe-style seating, tables, chairs, all wooden. It's got a very homespun feel. It's very warm and comfortable. And it's also a little bit empty. There are just two people sitting at tables, but it's a little late in the day, and you find yourself finishing up your last load of muffins before you have to start taking things off the counters to clean up because it's the end of the day. Patricia, what do you look like as you carry out your last load of muffins to box up?
Yes. So Patricia has an athletic build. She was a real jock in high school and still likes to be very active. No nonsense, dark wash, bootcut jeans, white t-shirt, plaid flannel, top over top, hair pulled back, always, but especially since joining the bakery because I don't want any hair to be in the food. No makeup, no nonsense.
She's got a little flour on her face. She's there.
Yeah.
She's setting the muffins down to begin boxing them up for orders that are required. Even late night muffin orders can happen here. You're on the phone to Jackson, Mississippi. He handles all of the business elements of Mississippi Nuts because the Chestnut Festival is happening and you need an extra big order delivered tonight because you're starting to run out.
Yeah.
Jackson also seems like he may have a bit of a crush on you. You're not sure. We're just hearing the end of this phone call.
Right. Yeah, I heard you the first time, Mr. Mississippi. Thank you. Yes, I really appreciate that generosity. But listen, if you can just get me my nuts, that would be great for today. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. I'm so sorry. And he hangs up. You're really giving him the gears, aren't you? Says Millie Zimmerman. from where she is sitting. Millie's a retired nurse. She is a staple of this place. She's sitting at her table. She's got a very puffy jacket on with a big fake fur hood that's pulled back. She's just looking a little frazzled. But she always looks a little frazzled, even on her best day. Hey, give it old Jackson the gears.
Oh, Millie, you know how he likes to get under my skin, but I just the Chest Fest is this weekend. I've got these muffins to get out. If I can't get my chestnuts in time, you know that I'm not going to be able to, do my best for ringers, and that's what's important to me.
Yeah, I understand. I'm just saying, he's always delivered the nuts on time. He's a reliable kid. Deep down, I think he's just a little bit lonely.
That sounds like a him problem, Millie.
I mean, I'd say that might be true, but it sounds like you might be a little bit lonely, too.
Okay, enough of this from you.
Okay. I'm just saying, you're talented. Yeah, I mean, you might be able to win this year's Bake Off. Of all the events, I think that one might be yours. I mean, maybe you could be Chestnut Queen.
Thank you for that. And you know what? If I'm being honest, maybe I am feeling a little bit of pressure this year. So thank you. Thank you for your patience with me. But listen, either start helping me clean up or get out of here. I have work to do.
Oh, wow. It seems like you're really off center. Says Violet Strongblossom, who you know as Vi. She's a bit of a hippie. She's a homesteader. She's clearly 6 months pregnant. She's always just kind of vibing. And she's also the other regular who seems to spend almost entire days sitting in the bakery just talking to you.
Right.
She's like, have you been meditating? You got to take a breather, You can't let this job get to you. You make muffins. They are so good. People love you. You're loved. You're loved. Baking is love. That's what Kelly always said.
You're right. Thank you, Vi. But listen, honestly, not today. Okay? Not today.
I understand. It's the chestnut tree lighting ceremony before it all kicks off.
Yes.
We've all got to get ready for that. I understand. We won't push you. Do you know what? We can just go. Millie, we should go. So she can do what she needs to do. All right, I guess. And the two of them get up, then make their way out of the store, and you hear a bell jangle as they exit. But it jangles again, and someone you had not expected arrives. You look up and see Janice Fimblewinter. She was the team captain of all of the sports at the local high school. You could never beat her, but you always tried because you were a jock, but she would just play a little bit dirty. Just cheat just the littlest bit. And her family was rich. She had everything she ever wanted. They owned the Fimblewinter ski resort.
Oh, my God.
And Janice comes in an elaborate ski outfit. It's zipped up. It's super fitted. It's clearly expensive. It's color matching. You see blocks of pink and black. She's got perfect hair. She's beautiful. She's also just really jacked up. This is not a tiny, harmless lady. This is a power lifter moving through because she was also captain of the wrestling team, captain of the football team. She was captain of everything. She says, oh, well.
I didn't expect that. I'm sorry. Caught me off guard.
I didn't expect that either.
In a wrestling singlet.
Yeah. Well. If it isn't somebody who's about to lose all of the events at Chestnut Fest.
Hi, Janice.
Hi, I'm here to pick up my muffins.
I see you've been getting your macros in, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, yeah, I've got 4 dozen muffins for you. Oh. Extra well done, as per your request.
That's just how we like them at the Fimblewinter Ski Resort.
Hardest charcoal.
Yeah.
We like a glazed top. Glazed top and a crispy bottom.
It's all there. All right, are you paying cash or credit today?
Oh, we'll pay credit. You know we're good for it. Us Fimblewinters always pay our debts.
Whatever you say, Fimblewater.
It's Fimblewinter. Fimblewinter.
My mistake.
Anyone talk like this? We always pay our debts with
a job. It's a jock thing you wouldn't have done.
I love her. I love her so much.
There's 20% interest on those credit cards. You got to pay your debts. You got to.
I'm going to say that every time I buy something with a credit card, I always pay my debts.
You may think you're going to win the Chestnut 32,000 this year, but you're going down.
All right, thanks, Janice. Are we done here? I got to close up.
Oh, yeah, because this place closes early. She takes the muffins, jangles her way out.
We're a bakery, Janice. I start at 4 a.m.
The door jangles again.
God,
And you look
she's
up and
such
see
a bitch.
a gangly teen enter and say, "Who's a what?"
Hey, Jagger. Never mind any of that you just heard.
Okay, J.S. Fimblewinder's a little intense.
You can say that again.
Then again, so am I. And he's clearly dressed trying to be edgy in that teenage way. There's like an anarchy symbol on a vest. His hair's slicked back. This is Jagger Wicks, a rebellious teen who's on one of the basketball teams that you coach, just pro bono on your own time. It's normally he wouldn't be here. This is practice time. So this stands out as a little bit odd to you. It's like, hey, can I just get like one of those muffins that you're going to throw out at the end of shift that you always seem to have? Jagger's not quite willing to accept generosity, so you've told him when you give him free muffins because he has a not great food supply at home that they're just going to get thrown out.
Yeah, sure. I have some. Have you had anything else today?
Whatever.
Okay. All right. No problem. Let me fix you up a plate here. And what are you doing here anyway? Aren't you supposed to be at practice?
I'm supposed to, but it's the carnival, the Chestnut Carnival. They just always set that up, and this year's carnies are real intense. They were aggressive. They took over all the sports fields, which is kind of normal, but they started early and they're burly.
Well, man, you're playing basketball in the gym. So what are you talking about?
Fine, I didn't want to go to practice.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, the carnies were weird though.
Okay.
I skipped school to watch them set up, and they were not cool with it. So whatever,
All right. Well, listen, sit down, have something to eat. I have to go to practice after, so you and I can go together, okay?
Okay, we can do that. And then I guess we'll go to this stupid tree lighting. Whatever.
I thought you loved the tree lighting.
Fine, I like the tree lighting. Why do you have to see through me?
What else happened today? I feel like you're not telling me something.
I got punched by a carny.
When we go there tonight, you're going to show me which carny it is.
Okay, I'll try.
What do you mean you'll try?
There was a lot of them.
A lot of them ganged up on you?
No, I got punched by one, but he blended in with the crowd right after, so it's hard to tell. There's a lot of beards and tattoos. It's not what stuff looks like around here. They all look cool.
All right.
I thought I could be a carny one day, but no. Just gonna have to be another person who has a healthy job in corporate America like my parents.
No, we will never. We will never.
Thank you.
Dream that for you, Jagger.
Thank you.
All
That's
right?
nice. I'm going to eat this, and then we'll go to
Okay.
practice.
All right. Yeah, I got some dishes to do. I have to finish up this batch of muffins. All right. Good. Eat. Sit.
Then there's another jangle at the door.
Oh, my God.
And you're feeling overwhelmed
Yes.
until you look up and see it's Holly. Holly Ringer in the flesh, back after years of being away. Holly, you enter Ringer's Sweets and Treats.
It's another place that looks exactly the same. It's a little overwhelming. But then I catch Patricia's eye. Patty!
Halls. Oh, my God.
Oh, it's been so long. Oh, Patty.
so
and I run
great
up
to see you.
and give her a hug.
And you have this moment of connection. And there is the smell of chestnuts. You're in the bakery. There's the smell of flour. Everything is the same, only you're not hugging your mom, who you would hug entering this place, because your mom hugged pretty much everyone who ever came into this bakery.
Yeah.
But she also hugged you.
Yeah.
And you're not going to get those hugs ever again.
No. And Patty is definitely more ripped than my mom was, so it's a very different hug. Hey, Patty, it's so good to see you. I'm so sorry about Mom and the bakery. How are you doing?
Oh, no, Halls, I'm so sorry. Your mom was so great.
Yeah, she was. Everyone loved her. Yeah, But how are you doing? I heard you took over and you're running the whole bakery yourself?
Oh, it's fine. Your mom had everything, just like really great process, all of these things. So it's nothing. Don't worry about it. Everything's managed here.
Oh, good. But I heard because you're taking over the bakery full time, you're not doing any nursing anymore. And
The one thing that you were told, Patty, is you were told that the bakery was being handed over to Holly so you could go back to your full-time job after this. You've been stewarding it before it's handed back to the family.
Yeah.
Kelly was very specific about this, that Holly had always said she would come back and look after the bakery and take over after her big city adventure if something happened.
Okay. You know what? I can pivot. I'm great at that. So, this
course.
is just temporary, Halls. Don't worry. Of course, I'm happy to help out Kelly any way I can. And soon you'll be taking over and I'll go back to the Emerge. They're always needing nurses. So don't worry about it. To be honest, it's been kind of a nice break. And of course, I'm still doing all of my BCLS stuff. So
I'm so glad that you're able to do that. And I know you can pivot and you can manage anything and just... This won't be something you have to worry about much longer.
Well, great. Listen, I'm just glad you're here. We don't need to make these decisions today. Let me get you a hot muffin right out of the oven.
I can't say no to that.
Jagger gets up from where he is somewhere else and says, oh, yeah, she wanted to show you the mail or whatever. Hands it over to you, and you can see there are a number of letters addressed to you from real estate companies because you had reached out to fish with companies about sales and clearly getting letters of interest. And he says, it's all from real estate companies. Should I just throw this in the garbage? Because you're back now, so who needs this?
Oh, of course. Let me handle that. That'll be my first point of business here. And I put them in my big purse. Take these letters.
And you have your first muffin in a long time here. Can you describe the magical experience of eating one of Ringer's chestnut muffins?
Yeah, it's amazing because it does taste exactly the same. It feels like home, and it's the muffin where it's the perfect consistency, where it's a little bit crispy on the outside, but as soon as you bite in, it is moist and tender and has chestnuts, but chopped up so finely that you get a little bit of crispy, but you're never biting into anything hard that's going to prevent you from getting in there. Just deliciousness.
So you enjoy this muffin, and it is as good as always, if not better. Turns out Patty may have perfected your mother's recipe even further. And you realize this is the best moment of your day. And that's always true of these muffins from Ringer's. What will it mean if you sell this place? But there's no time to journey deeper into that.
No, that's not a thought we need to linger on. We know what we're doing.
And tonight, after your grandma brought it up, you hear it from Patty referencing it in this conversation that you have, kind of reacquainting yourselves, keeping things light. You remember that there is the chestnut tree lighting ceremony tonight that begins the Chestnut Festival.
Yeah.
And you've got to deal with getting ready for that. You're going to have to attend. Everybody has to attend. It'll be too weird. So it's time for you to make your way out. And you step out the door. But before that, the camera pans up from the bakery and pans all the way across to Mississippi's nuts. A chestnut farm, the northern edge of town, and it pans down, zooms down into the chestnut tree fields where we find Cole, Mississippi, a chestnut farmer, just a regular American guy, walking with his son, Laurel, Mississippi, as they explore the fields. Cole, what do you look like?
I have a windswept hair, chestnut colored. I'm very rugged. I'm 6'2". I'm, built very securely. You can't push me down. Big muscles, but not show-offy muscles. It's just from picking up, so many nuts and crates filled with nuts and nut bales. That's when all the nuts are, tied together in a bale. Yeah, I'm always wearing flannel, my puffy, down vest here or denim jacket. I like my denim tuxedos, but today I'm just wearing my flannels.
And next to you, Laurel's just running through the trees. These are American chestnut trees.
Yeah.
One of the joys of the chestnuts in this area because of the mountains. The family mountains has protected these fields, so they never dealt with the chestnut blight of 1904 that has plagued chestnut trees across America. I actually looked this up. This part's not a lie.
Oh, shit. Wait, what?
Everywhere else in the country, they've been having to cross-blend American chestnut trees with Asian chestnut trees to be able to survive this blight. Almost all chestnut tree production was lost. But you have the rare, pure American chestnut fields. You've been working within those, trying to create the perfect blend. What do you call the special kind of chestnuts that you make on your farm? What is their name?
Red, white, and blow you away nuts. That's what I call them. Because it's all American, from American Earth, with American earthworms, which are ironically actually from Europe. But I believe, yeah, we didn't have them because of the soil was hard.
That's right.
Yeah.
The RWB. The RWB nuts are what you make on this farm. And you're looking up at 30-foot tall chestnut trees. They've got their veiny trunks. You can see that it's almost as though they've interwoven dozens to hundreds of veins as they get thicker, as they grow, with chestnuts ripening overhead. You're just checking things out, making sure you're not seeing anything going wrong with the trees, making sure all your different sections are looking good. And Laurel's running around with you. Laurel's your son. He's 8 years old, reminiscent of Jonathan Lipnicki in the Jerry Maguire era. He's going, oh, last night I didn't sleep so good, so I woke up a bunch of times. And he's just running between trees and like touching them, being like, that one's good. Okay, so like I ran around and I saw a ninja. I looked out the window and I saw a ninja.
Right.
Do you know about ninjas?
Yeah, I know about ninjas, champ.
This tree's good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you like ninjas or do you prefer the samurai?
Yeah, honestly, son, I don't know the difference between the two. But
samurais have an honor code, so they have to declare themselves in battle. This tree's good. And then they also have to like fight one-on-one because they're knights, essentially. They're like that. But ninjas are sneaky. They wear like all black, and then they have no honor. They just go around and they fight, and they sneak up and they like stab each other in the night, and they'll attack you while you're asleep and stuff, and they do not announce themselves.
I'm going to lean down, get on my knee, put my hand on his shoulder and be like, hey, pal.
Yeah?
It's okay.
Yeah?
We just gotta focus on the nuts today.
But I saw a ninja.
I know you did, son. And I love you for that.
Oh, okay.
Son.
Yeah?
I don't want to put pressure on you. Okay. Gosh, no, I love you so much.
I love you too.
The Chestnut Festival's coming up. Now, do you think you can be a strong ninja for your old man this week?
You want to be sneaky and quiet?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Yeah, no one's going to see me. I'm going to wear so much black.
I love you so much ever since we lost your mama.
Yeah, that was sad. But I still have you and Uncle Jackson, right?
You'll always have us, champ.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I don't want to be alone.
You'll never be alone. Not when you got family, heart, and RWB nuts in your mouth.
And I got all three. I'm going to be the world's happiest ninja. And the two of you go and check out the rest of the field until you make your way back to the central farmhouse, where Jackson comes out of the house immediately, dashing over to you. Jackson is your younger brother. He's the nerdier type. He's kind of lean and wiry, a shorter guy. He's got, glasses on, very round glasses. He's got strong accountant vibes to him as he rushes out. And he's like, they're going to need a big order over at Ringer Sweets and Treats. Patty, Trish needs a big order. She needs it right now. It's for the Chestnut Festival. I loaded the truck for you. You think you can take it to Trish?
Well, I was taking Laurel out to, inspect some of the trees. She needs it right now?
Yeah, she needs it now. You could take Laurel with you, maybe. You want to go for a truck ride, Laurel? Yeah.
But remember, what are we going to be?
Ninjas.
That's right, pal. And I hold up my hand for a high five.
And he jumps up and gives you a high five.
Whoa, I'm 6'2". That was a big jump right there.
I'm a good jumper because I'm a ninja.
I love you.
Are we all ninjas now?
What? I mean, you can be a ninja, sure. Hey, pal, you can be whatever you want, Jackson.
Okay, I just really want a girlfriend.
And then I get down on my knee and I put my hand on his shoulder, and now I'm just looking at him and his belly button. So
and he kneels down too.
There you go. I kind of gently force him down.
And he brings Laurel in, so you're all the same height. And he's like, all right, so it's a family meeting?
Yeah. Jackson.
Yeah.
Remember, take a deep breath in, okay? Let's everybody do this.
Okay.
Through the nostrils, hold it in for 4, 2, 3, 4. Out the mouth. Oh, here you go. Buddy, you're going to get a girlfriend, a partner, whatever you want, okay? You just got to believe in yourself, fella. You're nailing this. You are the best business person a Chestnut Farm could have.
Thanks. I gotta take that energy to elsewhere and be more confident like you.
I'm always looking out for you because I love you.
And I love you too. And I love both of you.
Okay, you little scamp. I tussle his hair, and then I put nuts in Jackson's mouth. All right, I love you guys. You're my heart and my soul.
Jackson takes the nuts back out of his mouth and says, "Okay, you really." I know we told you to be more aggressive with sales and that you were supposed to like give out samples and everything,
Yeah.
but you can't put the samples in people's mouths. You got to put them in their hands.
Right,
That's the trick.
right. Only with family.
This is why I do the business and you do the family, because you keep trying to put things directly in people's mouths.
I'm sorry. When you got a good product, you got to stick those products in people's mouths.
You were half correct.
Right.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like good product. Yes, we do have that as a farm, but do you know what? You may be too outgoing. I feel like we need to hit the middle ground between you and me. I'm afraid to talk to anyone, and you will put your hand in their mouth, and neither is correct.
This is a project we got. I'm going to work on it, Jackson.
Great, just get in the car, get in the truck, and he ushers you over to the truck. And he's like, it's already loaded up. All the bales are back there. All the bales of nuts. Just take them to Ringer Sweets and Treats.
Okay. Okay, so I try and start it up. Okay, remember. I do remember we put our seatbelts on, right, son?
Yep, it's on. I did it sneaky. I coughed when I did the click, so you didn't know.
This is going to be a good day.
And you both take off down the road, driving to Ringer's Sweets and Treats. So you're driving through town, you're seeing all that. But the one thing that strikes you as very odd is at one point you almost have to pull over.
Right.
Because just a line of Humvees drive down the main road and into town. And you see on the side of them, they all say ice engineers.
Ice engineers?
And you know that there is the ice skating jamboree as part of the Chestnut Festival, and they always have to bring in engineers to make sure that the ice is safe for people to skate all the way across Springwater Lake. You don't want any injuries, but this seems a little more intense than previous years.
Oh, what in tarnation? Wow. They're really going all out on this whole ice jamboree this year. Ain't that right, Laurel?
Yeah, maybe. I hope we do so good at the chestnut hockey. You promised you'd help me make my stick, right?
Son, you know I'm going to help you with the stick, but first I got to get through my allotment of boxcars, okay? Boxcar racing, you know, the, what do you call it? When, you know, you build the car, it goes down. Derby racers, the boxcar derby racers, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. That's going to be so necessary. But
What's the matter? You don't think I'm going to forget about the stick?
I just worry because we're all so busy since Mom died.
I know. She
always used to help both of us make our sticks.
I know she did. She was really good at woodworking. Always ponderosa pine for our sticks when it came to your dear old mama. But you know the disease had to take her, right, son?
We don't talk about specifics. That's a Hallmark rule. That's what Uncle Jackson says. It makes people too upset. So you just have to be kind of vague about it.
I know. Just keep it all bottled up. In time, it'll come out right.
Yeah. You have emotional moments on your own in a room looking at a picture. That's what we do in Hallmark. That's what Uncle Jackson says.
Yeah.
Otherwise, people get too upset.
Son, don't you worry, okay?
Okay.
As soon as I get through my 15 downhill boxcars, I'm going to start working that stick of yours.
I don't think there's going to be enough time, and you have to pull out and drive again.
And then I put nuts in his mouth. Just shh, it's okay.
I love you.
What is he doing?
He's beautiful.
He has no ego. It's like someone would correct him on something and be like, "You're right. You're My behavior is unacceptable.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Disease took her.
It had to.
There was no stopping. You know, so the disease had to take
It had to.
There was nothing we could have done.
Oh, it was her time.
Guy, what the fuck? That was so funny. What are you doing?
I like having millions of plates spin in the air. Holy shit, this is gonna.
Okay.
Holy shit. Sorry.
Get it
No, it's
together,
okay.
everybody.
Oh, man. Okay.
So you continue your drive down into the city, and you get out your bales of chestnuts all carefully knitted, and you pick them up, and you've got a big load that you're carrying, and you turn to go into Ringer's Sweets and Treats. At the same moment, the door opens, and Holly, you come out, and you collide with Cole. The chestnuts fall to the ground. This bale falls, and you find yourselves looking at each other.
What the heck?
Cole? It's been a long time. You Holly Ringer, you know.
I know it. I'm just. Wow. Holly.
Wow. She's looking behind her and then back at it.
Well, no. It's. Sorry. I didn't
sorry.
mean. Oh, jeez.
We dropped all of these. She's getting down. One's rolling away. Picking up another one.
She goes to reach it, and then I go to reach at the same time, and our hands touch. Hey, sorry about
Excuse me.
Hey, these nuts have a mind of their own. What are you doing back? I thought you went to the big city to make it big as a photographer.
Oh, of course. Yeah. You heard exactly right. I'm just back in town for the weekend for the festival because, I'm sure you might have heard what happened to Mom, so.
Yeah, I'm real sorry. Miss Ringer was a very sweet lady.
Yeah, she was, and I'm sure you're excited for the festival this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, it keeps me in business ever since I took over the Chestnut Farm on account of my family running it until they met their untimely end. But how's it been in the big city with you, and how are you dealing with all this loss?
Oh, it's great. It's easy to deal with it in the big city. I've always got so much stuff going on, and I've got so many things, so busy, and so many things. Oh, and I have a boyfriend.
What?
Yeah.
You have a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, who's your boyfriend?
I'm sure you've heard of him. I mean, do you know Johnny Evans? He's done a lot of films.
You know Johnny Evans?
Oh,
says Laurel, stepping out from where he was hiding like a ninja.
hello. Is this?
This is my son, 8 years old. His name's Laurel.
Yeah, do you know Johnny Evans?
Oh, hi,
he was a ninja in a
Laurel.
movie once, so I have to know.
Okay.
Yeah. He's wonderful. He's so great.
Yeah? Is he nice?
Oh, so nice.
Would he maybe sign an autograph for me?
Oh, I bet you he would.
If I met him, would he give me a hug?
Oh, I'm sure he would. He's so warm and lovely and the best, and we have a lovely place in the big city.
Oh, so you're both moving here to take over the bakery?
Oh,
That's what Trish said. Trish said that you would take over the bakery. So you and Johnny Evans are going to take over the bakery? There's going to be ninja muffins, Dad.
Oh, wow. Whoa, a lot of information.
yeah,
Laurel,
that's,
you little rumor rat. What have you been talking?
Yeah, Trish, we come for deliveries, and then you are so busy moving around bales and bales of nuts that I just talk with Trish for a bit because you're busy.
Oh, I'm
Then
sorry.
I don't get under your feet.
I have big boots.
yeah, you really do.
So you're taking this over?
Well, Mom left me the bakery,
Wow. So the torch is finally being passed.
something like that.
Oh, wow.
But I don't want to take up any more of your time.
of
It
course,
seems like
yes.
you're busy for the festival and everything.
Yeah, it's coming up.
I'll probably see you at the chestnut tree lighting ceremony.
Count on it.
Okay, I'll see you then. It's good. We're great seeing you again.
Really good seeing you.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
So, Holly, you step away and head back to your grandma's house. And Cole, you keep loading things. Like you keep transferring chestnuts, the rest of the bales over to the bakery, and Laurel's watching. And then as you drive back home to get ready for the tree lighting ceremony, Laurel turns to you and says, okay, I know I'm being a ninja and everything, so I probably shouldn't talk. But at the same time, like, Was that the lady that you were in love with in high school?
What?
Sometimes you tell stories about a lady that you were in love with in high school. The one who got away.
Okay, son, that's locker room talk. You shouldn't be listening to me talking about my loves. But yes, she was. I was gunning for Holly before I met your mother. Truth be told, I figure you're old enough to hear this now.
Yeah, I'm okay with this. It seems weird, but I'm really I want a new mom pretty bad for Christmas. So and sometimes they say that you can get a chestnut wish, and I figure RWB are the best chestnuts. So if I had a chestnut wish, it's for a new mom. Do you think it could be her?
Son, I think you're putting plans in motion that we need to let things play out organically. I don't. I'm too invested in the Chestnut Festival right now, son, and she's only in for a weekend. I mean, the past sometimes has to be kept in the past. Do you understand?
Yeah, I can understand that, but just remember, sometimes you don't got to think with your mind, you got to think with your heart, and then he puts chestnuts in your mouth.
That's my boy. And I swallow 3 of them down. You see them go down. Now let's get back home and work on those boxcars.
And you go back home to work on boxcars.
They're called boxcars.
Yeah, you're right. They're called boxcars now. Whatever they are. We're fucking committed now.
Boxcar racers. Damn it!
I will make a note for any DMs at home. Sometimes if your player gives you a sheet that says "and makes boxcars," fucking prepare for that. Okay, and the camera pans up from your truck heading back to Mississippi Nuts, and pans over the mountains and back out of town to a landing plane, where Johnny Evans, you are getting off of a flight because you secretly booked off the last day of this movie to go spend it with your girlfriend during this time. You were stepping off the plane. What do you look like?
I think Johnny Evans looks like a real stereotypical LA piece of shit. I think he's got sunglasses on the whole time, no matter what. He's got a Johnny Depp distressed jacket and one of those stupid hats that Johnny Depp always is wearing with a burnt ace of spades in it. he's that's the vibe, and too many belts. And he takes his sunglasses off and he's like, oh, she's never gonna believe that I'm here.
And you make your way to the baggage claim to pick up your bags. And there are some windows that you can see outside of this very small airport. And you're looking into the distance, and there's just a strange sight where for a half a second you could swear that you just saw a line of Lamborghinis and limousines driving past the airport, just in the far distance, just really nice cars, which is not what you would expect in this kind of middle America area. But you're an important guy. You've driven cars like that, whatever. And you go to get your bags, and you find that they don't come out of the chute. Everybody else has collected their baggage, is gone, and you're the last guy standing there waiting for your bags to appear, and they are not showing up. What do you do?
He'll call the publicist. Let's do that.
Great. He calls his publicist, and you hear somebody pick up. Hello?
Hey,
It's Maury.
Hey, Maury. Yeah, it's me.
Hey.
It's Johnny. How's it going?
It's going good. I'm trying to book you Vogue.
Oh, I love that, Maury. I love that. Listen, I got a problem.
Okay.
I need you to do something for me. I'm at, what's this place called? And he looks around for the name of the airport.
Middle America
America Airport. You know that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, they lost my bags.
Okay.
Maury, and I need somebody. I'm not going to be seen arguing with Delta customer service, Maury. I need you to call somebody for me. I need you to get this fixed. I'd call Holly, but we're doing the surprise.
Yeah.
Right?
What do you want me to get? I could tweet something.
I don't know. What do you got to fix this?
I gotta
Maury?
be honest. I do publicity. I'm not really I lost my bags at an airport.
Well, it's not good publicity if Johnny Evans has a meltdown in Delta customer service. I need my stuff, Maury.
Honestly, you're making a better point than I would have expected. Yes, I will make some calls to Delta, and I will chase down your bags.
Also, Maury.
Yeah?
I forgot to rent a car, Maury. Can you call the...
Not a car rental?
Yeah. Can you do that for me, Maury?
Is there a particular kind of car you need?
Just Maury. You know what I like, Maury.
Oh, do I
Maury,
ever?
You know what I like.
I'm going to get you the best car that I could get.
Maury, this is why I keep you around.
All right, goodbye.
Hey, Maury.
Yeah?
Merry Christmas.
Oh, thanks. Thanks
right.
so much.
All right, see you
I'm
later,
going to try
Mark.
to get you Vogue, but it'll be...
Yeah, exactly.
Conversation is over. So you make your way out of the baggage claim and over to the Avis rent-a-car agency that is there. Can you roll me a D100?
Oh, shit.
I want to find out the quality of vehicle that Maury will be getting.
Let's go, Maury. I got a lot of faith in Maury. A 73.
73. Pretty good. Wow. You find yourself with a Dodge Challenger. Ooh. So a classy car, but the kind of car you could believably find at an airport rental place. Mm-hmm. But it's clearly the very best vehicle. And by the time you get there, it has been detailed. It is shining clean. It's got a racing stripe up the center. It's not embarrassing. This is not like a superhero car. It's not like you, but it is worthy of you.
We take that. We take that.
And you climb in. And you drive towards town knowing that you will get to surprise your girlfriend on the day of her bakery inheritance. Are there any things that you are picturing? Any things that are standing out to you that you hope will occur when you arrive?
I think he knows that she's not expecting this, and he does not often make like magnanimous gestures. So I think he's just ready to be like bathed in adoration. And I think he knows that like getting spotted in this little small town is like that's all coming his way. He's ready to like make the scene. He's tired of like, being a little small fish in the LA pond, and he's ready to be like big fish in the Hallmark pond, in the chestnut scented air of Hallmark USA.
Yep, and your phone starts ringing, and you can see it's Ekaterina, your agent.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, hey, Kat, what's up?
It's great to speak with you. There is new movie. There is new movie.
What? Wait.
It is The Three. They want to do another sequel.
Oh.
That's what they want. They want you to... But this time, you are going to die in cold open.
Wait. Sorry, I didn't. The signal out here is terrible. You said what?
You're going to die in the cold open. You know how you said you wanted to do more serious films. So now they're going to kill you and put younger person in lead role.
That's not what we. Like I said, I wanted to do as well. This is, they're gonna kill Johnny Evans. Johnny Evans doesn't die in movies.
Oh no, you die page 10. I read script. You are shot, fall into volcano, and they show you melt. Wanted to be sure there was no confusion for audience.
Kat, this isn't a good look for Johnny Evans. You know that.
Yeah, I was trying to be cheerful about this. They said this final offer, or they just put someone with your face digitally on them, riddle them with bullets. Or they just say you are dead and do a movie with you not at all. I talk them up to page 10. That's 10 pages. Huh? A lot more than 0. If you go from 0 to 10, exponential increase. I'm a very good agent.
Kat, can we talk about this when I get back into town? This isn't a good phone conversation.
I mean, we can talk about it, sure. But I have to sign this deal, or they go to 0 pages at end of week. So, you said you are at Chestnut Festival for 5 days?
Yeah, I hope less than 5 days. I don't know.
Well, you got 5 days to make your decision.
Fine. Thank you. But you've been talking to Scorsese. You've been talking to the big dogs here. You're going to give me like a dramatic role.
Oh yeah, no.
Wait, sorry. What was that? Is that? Yeah, like yeah or yeah no like.
Oh yeah, no yeah.
I need Kat. I need you to be very specific.
Yeah.
Have you been taking meetings with like a Scorsese or like a Cohen?
Yeah, no.
Kat, I'm gonna hang up the phone. I'm getting upset, and I'm about to do my surprise Middle America thing.
Great, have a nice time.
Okay, he hangs up.
And you see the town sign that says Hallmark, the heart of America.
He turns on Creed immediately.
And Creed is blasting around you as you make your way down the hill and into town. As the sun is setting, the town darkens. It's lit up by all the bright, sparkly lights of Christmas decorations that have been put everywhere, except around corners and when you look into distant buildings where there's no decoration, seemingly no matter where you're from, as though they had just decorated enough to fill the camera frame. and the little edges of frame clearly weren't decorated at all. Classic Hallmark fashion. And you find yourselves gathering for the tree lighting ceremony. Johnny, you haven't arrived yet. You're gonna do the big arrival at this big ceremony. There are drones overhead that you realize are forming little light show characters. So it might help explain some of that for you, Holly. And around at the edges of the crowd, you can see people representing the carnival. You can see a couple of jugglers, a couple of clowns. There are clearly ice engineers who are here with their Humvees off to the side. And there are tourists all over the place, as well as locals. You can spot the difference pretty easily in the way they dress, the way they behave. Locals are just enjoying this. Tourists, they've got their phones out, they're taking pictures. They keep talking about Instagram and being influencers and saying weirdly anti-West Coast things that pop up in a fair amount of Hallmark movies. And you're finding this moment of just kind of blending in with the crowd at this ceremony. Your grandma is here, Holly. Laurel came with you, as well as Jackson Cole. Trish, you're recognizing your friends, Millie, Vi, Jagger. They're all here kind of interspersed, not necessarily on top, but you can just see them in the distance kind of having fun or throwing snowballs or eating chestnut cones. Like they're just doing classic Chestnut Festival things. Cole, you're making your way through the crowd. Laurel's watching a juggler just a little bit away. The safe distance where you can see what he's doing. And, you know, he's being a ninja, but he'll follow you around. He's a good kid. When you find yourself confronted by the always handsome, always debonair Troy Darlington. Oh. Troy was your opposite in high school. You were the rebel.
Yeah.
You've come around to being the cowboy with a heart of gold. But at one point, you were the kid from out of town who'd come in who just had an edge to him. So you led the punks and the rebels and the people from kind of a different point of view. Troy Darlington was everything you weren't. Ultra preppy, successful, born here, loved the fact he was born here, always wore, you know, a sweater tied around his neck and just fitted preppy clothes. If you were the rebel leader, Troy was the preppy leader.
Yeah.
And he comes up and says, well, if it isn't Cole, Mississippi.
Hello, Troy. How it is?
That's not a question.
Well, damn it.
I just wanted to let you know that when I'm Chestnut King, maybe you can be the court jester.
You're the Chestnut King every year, Troy. I know you're going to be the king this year, but you know what? I'm not going to be the jester, okay? I'm not going to let my son witness that humiliation. Not this time.
No?
No.
Not again?
No.
Not like last year?
No, not like last year.
And the year before?
The year before that. I'm better this year. And
really?
Yeah, because I got a secret weapon up my sleeve.
And what's that? 15 boxcars? Just like last year? Boxcars aren't an event, Cole. Boxcars you just make for you.
Oh, no. There's an audience there. I just haven't found them yet. This is a valley town. We got hills here. Those boxcar derby racers are going to go down. And they're going to go down fast. You better believe me. It's going to be inspiring. It's going to outrace Hermes. He's the Greek one that goes real fast, right?
Oh, look at you. Reading books, studying philosophy, and building boxcars.
Yeah.
Well. Maybe you'll find your audience. Or maybe the whole town will find it really funny.
What is your deal with me, pal? It's been years since high school ended.
Sometimes people paid attention to you when they should have paid attention to me. And his glance flicks over to Holly on the far side of the crowd. Some of us don't forget, rebel.
But you already got a wife. Why you're not going to go for her again, are you?
No, but I just hate having lost things in the past. If I have to lose one time, you lose forever.
You got a bad heart, Troy. I pray you're set right.
Whatever.
and I have I'm like clutching like a bunch of chestnuts. I'm like, yeah, you're not going in his mouth. I stuff them back in my pocket.
Troy stalks away to go talk with his wife. and his son, and you see him being vaguely angry with both of them. Jesus. When Holly approaches once again.
God.
Whoa, and I bump into her, just like I turn around, and I immediately bump into her, and the nuts I was putting back in my pocket go all over the snow. I'm like, oh, geez.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry. Let me go
help you.
down.
Yeah,
and then our hands touch again, just reaching for them. Oh, Holly.
Cole, you gotta take good care of these. I know these are from your farm.
Yeah.
As I hand back nuts.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry. That's so embarrassing. I enjoying the tree lighting. Pretty special, huh?
Yeah, it is crazy just how same everything is. It's like a little time capsule. Like we all grew up, but this town and the things that it does, it's just, well, it's the same. It's lovely.
Life moves slower out in the country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, I mean,
The two of you realize that you're standing a little close, that you're looking into each other's eyes. And then Trish arrives out of the crowd in between you.
Oh, Patty.
Hey!
hey, well, if it isn't Patty Kaek herself. I'm sorry, Trish. Old habits
Cole?
die hard. I know. So I hear you're doing right by Holly's mama at the bakery.
I'm trying my best. Thank you so much for bringing in those great chestnuts, Great product to work with.
Great yield this year. And
Yeah.
Is it the chestnuts or did you change Mom's recipe a little bit? I swear the muffin I had today was the best one I've ever had.
Well, listen, I would never want to not pay tribute to your mom. But I did add a little nutmeg, and it seems to be a pretty big game changer. TSN turning point, some people might say.
Oh, Patty.
And this is the point where, Johnny, you overhear the line that you can make a reference to. If you want to spin something off for a dramatic entrance, she said the phrase game changer. So you can say, speaking of game changers, and appear dramatically, showing all these people not only how incredible you are, but how much they should appreciate Holly because of how incredible you are. How do you enter the scene?
Oh, I think that exact line. I think, speaking of game changer, and then he's going to take off his sunglasses and stride into the middle and put an arm around Holly. And speaking of game changer, it's Johnny Evans. And he just, surprise, babe. Oh, what?
What? Johnny, you were on set and you just, how did it?
A little bit of movie magic, babe. I tricked you. That was all a setup. You fell for it.
Oh,
You
wow.
fell for it so bad, babe. That's
I had no
nuts.
idea.
Awesome.
Oh,
Oh, let's go.
They literally high fives for the audience on the podcast.
Score one for Johnny Evans. Are these your friends?
of course. This is Patricia Kaek.
Hi, Trish. Nice to
Hey,
meet you.
what's up? And he gives you a weird too long. That's nice. Oh, cool.
And this is Cole, Mississippi.
Look at this guy, right?
Yeah.
He's got the whole thing going on.
Yeah, we
That's
went to school
awesome.
together.
That's great. I love that for you. I love that for this. Look at these. These guys. This is
Yeah.
exactly what I thought these guys would look like. This is amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Laurel's running over.
Oh,
running over.
Look at it. Look, he's got chestnuts in his pocket.
Yeah.
That's not.
Mr. Evans, I'm a big fan. I liked your
Look
ninja
at
movie.
this. Look at this guy. Look at this kid right here.
Would you like a nut?
No, man, that's cool.
No, it's for you. We grow them special.
Oh, all right. You know what? Thanks. And he looks at it.
And Holly will take it and put it in her bag.
All right, here you go, kid. And he pulls it like an already signed headshot. And he just tosses it on. That's for you there, bud.
It hits the ground and Laurel picks it up.
Don't
and it's
even
like,
sweat it.
oh, I'm not going to sweat ever. I'm a ninja like you.
That's a cool thing to say. Look, they got cool. You know what, kid? That's cool. You're a cool kid.
You hear that, Laura? What do you say when you receive a compliment from a big deal?
Thank you, Mr. Big Deal. You've changed my life for the better.
You know what? You said this town was kind of like podunk. That Mr. Big Deal, you know what, kid? And he gives him that weird like handshake too.
He's so into it.
Oh yeah. All right.
Dad, what does podunk mean? And you hear the feedback from a microphone that no one ever hears at the start of a speech in real life, but appears in every movie to tell you that a microphone is cut on. And Laura looks at you all and says, "Oh, wait, no, it's time for the ceremony. We all got to listen. And he turns around to the stage. And you can all see some familiar figures stepping out. You know that the mayor has changed, Holly, because good old Red Johnson had been mayor for so long, and he finally retired to just focus on doing charitable work, which is something that Mississippi Nuts has been proud to support on the side as things have moved forwards. But it means the current mayor is John Wilkins, another fumbling, kind of forgettable old white man.
Yeah.
The generic thing expected by Hallmark. And he is the one turning on the microphone as he stands in front of this crowd. Next to him, you can see the sheriff, who you knew from high school. Chad T. Actionton. He is seriously intense, and he tells everyone that the T stands for thriller, though you all know it actually stands for Theodore. He is the classic overly enthusiastic small-town cop who thinks he's a big city cop. And his pretty harmless assistant, Deputy Sheriff Derek Beaudont, just a nice guy, standing next to him kind of nodding as Chad is subtly flexing, just trying to catch the light right. And those three take the stage. You can also see the town council is around them. They're always kind of just elderly folk generally who are elected in this area. And next to them is a large tree. They're standing in front of City Hall, and they've just got a large, tall, beautiful American chestnut tree. And it's been strung up with lights. And John Wilkins steps up to the microphone and says, "Well, it's a good year. It's a good festival. It's a good town. Hallmark, the heart of America. What's in that heart? Chestnuts, family, and love. We all know at the end of this festival, well, you know, there's going to be a new king, new chestnut king, and a new chestnut queen, and we're excited to have everybody from Hallmark competing, and also you tourists as well. You know, it's so nice to have new faces and fresh faces, and there's always rumors every year that some of you are princes in disguise looking to get married, and some of you are time travelers from the past with a different code also looking to get married. Some of you might be Santa looking to get married, or the one or two of you might even be a snowman brought to life who's looking to get married. You know, just Hallmark things.
Last year was a year.
Really?
But the thing we want you all to remember is you're welcome. You're welcome here. Because this is the heart of America. And you know, the real heart of America is the people. So let's get this Chestnut Festival underway, because that's who we are. And he turns to a massive ceremonial switch, and he pulls the switch down, and there is a moment of the lights clicking on, just shimmering over this, until you all hear a bang. And with a mechanical clang, the massive chestnut tree bursts out at the bottom, spraying pieces in a small explosion, and topples over as figures stride through the smoke. The first of them with a long black coat, blonde hair slicked back, and red sunglasses, standing with a machine gun in one hand, strides up, shoves the mayor aside, and just clubs Chad T. Actionton to the ground. And bursting out, backflipping out of the smoke behind him, ninjas. Just ninjas appearing. And he fires the machine gun into the air, and you all look around as the crowd ducks and freaks out. And you see that it's not just him who's armed now. The carnival folk have weapons. The engineers are drawing 50 cals out of their vehicles and putting them up on the Humvees. And several of the wealthiest of the tourists you can see here, the ones dressed like millionaires on vacation, they're all drawing handguns and swords as they begin to pin this crowd in. Shoving the mayor aside, this man of mystery at the beginning grabs the microphone and says, "I'm Polaris Rome, international terrorist for hire. And you're all my prisoners now. Hallmark and the heart of America are mine. Get on your knees and know, I am your God now." And as the crowd begins to scream, trying to flee, trying to do anything else, potted plants that have been laid out beautifully around the edges begin to spray gas that comes out. And you're all seeing the tourists falling, collapsing to the ground, something cutting them off at the knees. But the citizens of Hallmark are still standing, as are the engineers, the carnies, these wealthy folk. The drones overhead begin to blink red and move in swarms, watching the crowd as Polaris Rome and his ninjas supervise. And a figure staggers towards you, just the closest man. And he grabs you by the collar, Holly, as he falls to his knees and says, "You need to get out of town. You need to tell the government what's happening here." And he slaps something into your palm. And when you look down, you see that you are holding an ID with the face of this man. Special Agent Maxwell Cromwell.
Oh, boy.
Of America Force. And he collapses to the ground and passes out with everyone else. And you're realizing something has changed. Something terrible. The Chestnut Festival may never be the same, and it may be up to all of you to save Hallmark. And Hallmark never stop blowing up.